What's up, everybody? TrueShot, Richard and Adam back today for another reaction video. And today we are checking out Aviations and their track, or their mini episode, Outliers. The reason I say that is because this is an 11-minute song. We have not had a song this long on the channel in a very, very long time.
I was going to say, we've had longer.
We've had longer, but we haven't had one this long in a while. But this one comes highly requested. I've seen some comments in the YouTube, but also Metal Burb as well. Our good buddy Metal Burb has strongly suggested us to check this out. So let's just get into it, man. We got 11 minutes.
Here we go.
Let's do it. Aviations, Outliers. Strap in, boys.
Here we are.
Let's just experience it.
Did you bring the popcorn? We got popcorn?
Everybody knows I'm not a long song guy, so we'll see.
Oh, I thought it was Romeo.
My kitty.
Using acoustic Sims. That's cool.
Take 1 second to look. Be afraid of what we retook. See the light inside. Hurry yourself confined. A life worth living.
Oh, this is gonna get nasty. Oh, the thumping, baby. Oh, this is amazing. Oh.
Whoa!
Oh, there you go. There you go.
Oh, goddamn, boy!
is like the third act. Right here. Is that it?
I think that's it.
That did not feel 11 minutes, if that's it.
Because I think that we were just in the third act.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Okay, well, that was
So that
Aviation's Outliers. Okay.
that was fantastic. So let me just kind of get out some of the band influences that I heard in there off the top of my head. Liquid Tension Experiment. You know, a lot of I heard some Petrucci in there. John Petrucci. He's been in Dream Theater and stuff like that too. His own stuff. I got some BASSI vibes. I mean,
Okay.
Animals as leader. Not much. Just that little part with the thumping piece. I'm going to have to say maybe, because we're doing this live on Twitch, I mean, I saw Polini in there. Maybe a little bit there. I don't listen to a lot of them, so I can't really compare. But a lot of old school, like, Liquid Tension type bass with modernized is kind of what I heard.
I mean, so I don't really listen to any of that stuff. So I mean, I you know, I know that you're more educated on that stuff than I am. To me, a band that really came to mind was Dayseeker.
Definitely from a vocal standpoint.
Just from like that, from the way, So what I thought was interesting is like kind of, you know, it was the 3 acts and like kind of how like it kind of went through one and then it kind of like stopped and then it built back up again. I think it would be really cool if prog bands like this, if they kind of made it like a release. Like I try to think of this from like a release structure, right? Like I don't know if they did this or anything, or they just put out an 11-minute track, but I think it would be kind of cool if you could position it, because you could very clearly tell there were 3 acts in this song.
Yeah.
Like it wasn't just straight through. So what would be kind of cool is like, you know, kind of make it broken up into 3 parts. Like a weekly episodic TV kind of thing, right? And then like at the end, kind of tie it all together. I think with that though, I think you know, this was kind of really all performance based. I think it would be really cool if they did like a mini episode with this and kind of did the first act one week, and then the next Friday they released the second act. The Friday after that they released the third act. Kind of tie the whole story together. I think just from for somebody like me who doesn't typically listen to this stuff, because I'll be honest, I see 11 minutes and I'm just like, nope, see ya. But I think that would be a very cool way, especially if you could shoot a video while also telling a story with the song, kind of like a musical, but also, you know, like a weekly quick little mini-sode. That way I could go back after and listen to it all sequentially and get the full story. I think that'd be really cool. But to me, I'll be honest, like I was very surprised. I thought that, you know, because usually I think of prog metal, I think of like, you know, just super technical, just guys, just, you know. But this song had those breakdowns in there, those heavy moments, those traditional metalcore.
Yeah, that's why I kind of pulled the modern into it, because they weren't like just shreddy and you know, ripping all these scales and
because
this was
a modern flavor of that.
Yeah.
And I got to be honest, that stuff was definitely needed, because if it was just the straight shreddy, like, you know, the John Petrucci, like, it would have lost me. Just because I can't appreciate that stuff thoroughly enough. Like, I think it's cool, but, like, well, after I've seen it for 3 minutes, like, okay, like, I don't need 8 more minutes of it.
Yeah, this was definitely a story.
They mixed it up so well. They added in so many modern, like, metalcore influences in there, like, just from a instrumental standpoint, like the breakdown stuff like that, where the breakdowns are very metalcore.
I'm going to take a wild guess that these guys are all classically trained. I mean,
probably
just the way that they're holding the guitars, classic style, except for the bassist I'm seeing here. You know, most of them are holding it classical style on the opposite leg, and just the way that the song is written, to me, you don't write stuff like this unless you have an intimate knowledge. Now, there are people like myself who don't have the intimate knowledge but can play many different things. I can learn a lot of different stuff. I have the talent, but I don't have the theoretical knowledge to kind of weave it all together. It's all by ear for me. These guys seem to have it both, which is a really good combination because it was, melodic. It all fit together. It just, I don't know, man. There were so many different layers in there that fit so well.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, that was the best long song that I've heard. And I mean, we've listened to on the channel just off the top of my head, like Periphery,
Yep, Reptile there.
Night Wish, which is, but yeah, man, I don't know. I dug it though. Like it had a lot of those modern flavors to me that kept me very interested. Like once I heard it the first time, I was like, okay, I can't wait to listen to the next parts and how they do it.
Yeah. And I like how each piece seemed to be broken up. So
yeah,
but it transitioned really well.
exactly. And I think also the vocal on that guy's vocals were impeccable.
Oh,
and
dude,
I think
disgusting.
Because I will
So
say
good.
I listen to a lot of like heavy music. Like that's primarily because I'm not very vibey kind of guy. But I love Dayseeker, and that is immediately who I identified this guy's vocals with. I was like, damn, this guy doesn't remind me of Rory Rodriguez from Dayseeker. I mean, that's just who I came to mind immediately.
Yeah.
So
I don't think he has as high of a register, but I definitely feel what you're talking about in terms of like just the delivery of it
exactly
and how it kind of went into the music.
But I don't know, man. What do you think of that idea though for a prog band of like trying to get people? I think that's a kind of an innovate. I could be totally off base, and there could be some prog fans in the comments who might crucify me for this. But the way that this song especially was broken up with the 3 acts, you could very clearly tell there were 3 parts. What do you think of that, though, especially from a release standpoint?
I think that's a really cool idea. I think it's different. I think if you attach some sort of, again, storyline to it, content to it.
Yeah, exactly.
And not necessarily have it be like, hey, here's a prog album, but hey, here's a storyline musical almost.
Because you could almost I like to think of I love the marketability of this kind of stuff. So you can make this one song, but imagine like you know how like
acts.
Right, like so remember like how the Acacia Strain released like those different EPs for their album? It was like Decay.
Yeah.
You could do that for a prog song. I think that you could have an EP that is like what technically one song but broken up into 3 parts, and then like on YouTube, for example, you have the 3 parts and a storyline where you like just
1, 2, 3.
Yeah, so like just to make it easy, you have like okay, November 2nd we're releasing this, then November 9th is the second. It's like a weekly television show almost.
I think there's a lot of work of it, and because you're in a band, it takes a long time to make specifically.
Oh, I know
this kind of content where it's just so technical and
I agree.
On point.
I just know that prog music, as somebody who doesn't play any instruments, it's very difficult generally to get into because there's just so much happening that it's hard to digest. This one was great. It was very modern and it made it very easy to listen to. But they're an outlier, no pun intended by the name of the song. But like a lot of it, I just get thrown off because it's just like I can't appreciate really what's happening. So I just think from like a casual listener, so to speak, that'd be an interesting idea. I could be totally off base, but overall, though, as far as the song goes, it kept me interested in that. I know that if
for
these
you,
guys,
that's huge,
right? And I know if these guys watch, I'm just a guy on the internet talking shit, right? But like that's a benchmark to clear. Just because
if anybody's seen more than 2 videos for us, Rich doesn't like anything more than 2.5 minutes.
Yeah, exactly.
3 is pushing it, right?
So
saying something in an 11-minute song, that's saying something right there.
Exactly. But anything else you want to add,
Listen, man, I could talk about these guys all day because I'm pretty sure I just fell in love.
Well, if these guys watch, I'd like to get these guys on the podcast.
Yeah, I would love to make you.
You need to be on that though because I'm not intelligent
enough.
enough.
Here's the thing though: is they would make me feel really dumb real quick.
But at least you could ask 2 questions instead of my 0. So
Yeah, true.
Yeah,
true.
But anyways, guys, as you can see,
chat, man.
Just
this
chat.
Is great.
Anyways, guys, as you can see all around us, we got all of our usernames to all of our social media, Patreon and Twitch. All that is in the description below. Make sure you check that out. And until the next one, peace.